Hey guys, how you doing? This is John, NEStalgiaholic, and welcome back to another episode. I recently found a game at one of the stores here locally, and I saw this. I never really played with it growing up, but I remember seeing it, so I wanted to do a review on it and kind of show you what it's all about. And it is the Saved by the Bell board game. Let's check it out. I loved this series back in the day. Let's take a closer look and see what this game's all about, because honestly, I've never played it. Maybe you guys have, let me know. But let's take a closer look. Thanks, guys. Okay, so here it is. This is the Saved by the Bell board game. And before I dive into a review on this game, I just want to say, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared to show you this game because I used to love the show. It came out in 1989, actually. That's the series itself. It's based on a TV series. Released in 1989 on NBC. It was available on Saturday mornings. As a lineup, they had California Dreams, another number of other shows that would later join the lineup. And it only lasted 4 seasons, which is really interesting because even today it's still syndicated. Only 86 episodes in total. There's 2 made-for-TV movies. There's a Wedding in Las Vegas, and there's a Hawaiian-style TV series, which, the gang goes to Hawaii. And so, very popular TV series, and this particular game was released in 1992 by Pressman. Here we have AC Slater, we got Jesse Spano, Zach Morris, Lisa Turtle, Kelly Kapowski, which I had a huge crush on back in the day, and Screech Powers. Now here's the cover itself, Saved by Bell, very kind of retro looking. Really interesting to see how this game plays, to be honest with you. You got Zach Morris, these different pictures. It says right here, features 54 full color photos of Zach, Kelly, Slater, Lisa, Jesse, and Screech. On the side here, you've got Spend the Day Bayside High School. That's the school they went to. And now there was also a series called Good Morning Miss Bliss, which was released in 1988. And that was available on the Disney Channel, actually. And it only had featured Zach, Lisa, and Screech, and they were at a middle school. There's a couple other gangs, people they had in the gang as well, but they didn't transfer over. But Mr. Belding, who was the principal, did. So that's interesting. And there's also a College Years, which is 1994. It was only on 1 season. And there's a New Class, which is a spin-off series. But this is by far the most popular series. On the back, you have kind of a little bit about the game. You got the board game itself. A little synopsis of what the game's about. Welcome to Bayside. Totally cool school. We're having fun. The rules. I watched this in elementary school. I watched this in middle school growing up. I guess it would have been more middle school my age. But I just remember growing up with Saved by the Bell, being jealous. Wish I was part of the gang for sure. Let's open this up and see what we got inside. You've got a pink border here, which, I don't know, maybe it's a girls' game. We'll see. I got it for fairly cheap. I thought it would be kind of interesting to check out. Okay, so here's the board game. We've got the style here. And let's see where we start. We start right here. And these are, I guess, your kind of like similar to Monopoly. These are your areas you want to move to. Home ec. We got the gym. We've got science class. We've got math. We got a date. Okay, so here's the thing I don't understand. Date. Are you supposed to date the 2 of them? Or are they dating each other? What's the deal? It's kind of freaky. It's weird to me. You got the Max, which is the kind of the restaurant they hung out with. Interesting enough, here's a trivia thing. If you watch original episodes of Saved by the Bell and you're in the Max, if you look in the very top right corner of the room there in the restaurant, they have a Mr. Do cabinet, which is a pretty cool. I love Mr. Do. There's Mr. Belding I was talking about. Okay, serve your detention here. That must be like go to jail kind of deal. So, and it looks like you have 3 different card areas. You got notes, you got question mark, you got pictures. I don't know what those are about. Let's check it out. Okay, this is your instructions here. Okay, looks like there are 6 characters you can play as. You can play as one of the main characters, and talks about each character. Zach is a preppy. Kelly is kind of the popular cheerleader. Slater is the jock. Screech is the nerd. Lisa is she's in charge. She's kind of the rich one. I don't know. And Jesse is kind of a smart brainiac as well. Here's the instructions on how to play. Okay, and this here, it looks like these are your player cards. So these are who you're going to choose to be. And it talks about each person. So the real name, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Birthday, 74. And the showbiz, Tiffany began. It talks a little about, it's like an IMDb for each character. It's got Lisa, played by Lark Voorhees. Zach, which is played by Mark Paul Gosselaar. You guys remember the rumor that he had died? I remember hearing that, and I was devastated, but obviously it wasn't true. Samuel Screech Powers, Dustin Diamond. I don't think he's going to mention the porn video he was in. He was actually in a porn video called Screeched, or Random. Never seen it. Don't plan on seeing it. Jessie Spano, and she was in Showgirls, but again, I don't think they mentioned Showgirls here. And here's Slater. I love the style of the hair. Look at the mullet. It's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. These are some pictures of each character. Look at this. There's some crazy ones in here. Look at the afro by Screech. That's awesome. Zach, that's crazy. Look at the bangs. Really? Wow. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea. And then these are your kind of like with Monopoly. These are the items you'd have to move around. Okay. And let's see what else we got here. We've got decisions. So these are which one of the girls playing this game has the messiest locker or desk. Well, that's stupid. What if there's no girls playing the game? Again, I think this might be targeted toward women. You and anyone who guesses your answer move ahead one space. Okay. This guy you like thinks of you as a sister. How do you get him to think of you differently? A guy I like. Start dressing the way you think, if I liked a guy, what would you do if you guys liked a guy? Wait and hope he notices. Send him a note telling him. Okay, so definitely this game is definitely targeted towards women. That's crazy. Okay, all about Bayside. Which Christmas carol does the gang sing while Laura's father's playing the piano? Laura was the homeless girl, right? Yeah. Silent Night. Okay, what is the name of the fashion school Lisa applied to? The Fashion Institute. What does Jessie end up taking to the date auction dance? Screech. Or who? Not what, I'm sorry. And there are bonuses as well. You got this, you aced your English exam. Excused from detention, hold until later. So it's kind of like a get out of jail free card, I suppose. And what else do we got here in this glorious box? We've got who you like to go on a date to concert, Zach. How about a date on the beach, Slater? Okay, that's interesting. Here's some notes. Good thing I got a good deal on this thing. Meet me in Homek. Okay, these are just different notes from different characters. Meet me in the science class. This is Kelly. Okay. And then, of course, you got your single die here. And there's different colors. And go anywhere. And there's different colors here. So let me show you let me read the rules real quick and show you how to play. Okay? I'm up on the rules. I've studied the playing guide. And I'm ready to explain how to play this game. I'll be honest with you guys. This game is freaking complicated for a game catering towards kids. And I can tell you already, it's definitely catering towards girls because some of the questions they ask me this are ridiculous if you're a guy. Anyway, you can play up to 6 players, and the first one to decide who goes first, like any other standard board game, you have to roll a die. Whoever gets the highest number will go first, and then you go start to your left. So that will go from there. You have 3 different cards. You have your picture cards, your question cards, and your note cards. Each player who starts off gets a note card. You get 3 note cards, actually, so let's pick 3 top note cards. And what you're supposed to do is decide, they're going to say, there'll be notes. So here's Slater, and you say, meet me at the gym. And these are your points right here. These are 4 points. This is Jessie, meet me at science lab. This is 3 points. Meet me at science class. This is 3 points. So, now, since Jessie and Kelly are asking me to do the same thing, I've got to put one down and take another one, because you can't have 2 meeting the same places, okay? Meet me in math class, meet me at the gym, meet me at science class. That will work. So I got to meet with Slater. I got to meet with Slater again. I got to meet with Kelly. The object of how you win the game is you got to get 30 points. So here's what you do. Let's roll. I go 6. So I'm going to do yellow. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to decide first, where do I want to go? Do I want to meet Kelly, Slater, or Slater? I'm going to meet Kelly, and I want to meet her in the science class. So I didn't make it. I got on a... Let me move it here so you can see it. I made it here. This is the science lab right here. And I landed on the locker. So what I got to do once I land on the locker, I have this special die right here with different colors on it. I got to roll it. Now, if I roll an orange, I have to pick up a question card. If I roll a green, I get to spin this thing right here. And there's different things. I can either lose a note, go anywhere, detention, and trade a note. Now, if I go to detention, I lose my next turn, so that's kind of going to jail. Okay. Now, there's different kind of cards here. Question cards. There's 3 types. You got your decisions, where I have a player who asked me, which one of the girls playing this game has the messiest locker or desk, right? I already asked you that. This guy, you think of you as a sister. How do you get him to think of you differently? So you can start dressing. So basically, someone asks you this question. You write down on a piece of paper. And if someone guesses what you guessed, then you both move. If they don't, then they move back. And if you get it right, you automatically move 3 spaces. So if someone guesses what your guess, you both move 3 spaces forward. So let's say I say, I'm having issues with the guy thinks of me as a sister. I'm going to start. I'll send him a note and telling him how I feel. Is basically my option. You have 3 options here. So to say something, my colleague, she guesses it right. I'm going to move 3 spots. I'm still not at science. I've got to go all the way around and get to science, which is a pain in the butt. Now let's fast forward and say I do get to science class. Okay, I get this many points as well. I get points. So where are my notes here? Right here, meet me in science class. I get 3 points. Okay, I need to get 30 to win. Okay, there's also other question cards as well. You've got all about Bayside card, which is trivia questions. And if you get all 3 right, then you move however many spaces it tells you. So move 2 spaces. So it's kind of a trivia question. There's also a really rare, it's called Go Anywhere card. If you draw a Go Anywhere card, you can go anywhere on the board, which is really cool. Now, if you roll the die and you get a pink, this is a pink, you draw another note. Okay, so you get another place to go. Okay, and once you go on a date with, say, Kelly in the science, that's where you actually go here. This is where the pictures come into play, and this is where you draw. So I'm going to find my favorite picture of Kelly. And say I really like this volleyball one. Okay, whatever this one is, and I take it and I place it like this, so I can still see my points, and I put it to the side so I know I got 3 points. I tally that up. So again, the object is get 30 points. Whoever gets 30 points, and you've got to go on a date with Zach and Slater. So eventually, you go all the way around here, and you get this date card here. So surfs up, and you get 10 points. You got to do it twice, and so those 10 points. That's 20 of your 30 points. So the object ultimately is to go on a date with Zach and Slater. I also want to point out there's secret passages in this game, kind of like Clue, where you have, if you're recording, if you're at the gym, you can actually warp here to the max. Just go catty corner in the corner of the board, and same with this corner here. You can go there, so you can kind of switch, kind of warp back and forth. You need to land on the particular place that you're going on a date with, and you need to land on it perfectly. So it does take some time to do that. So that's the basic rules of the game. I know it's kind of complicated, guys, but let me know if you guys remember seeing this game at all. Definitely gear for women. I'm glad I got it on the cheap. I think love being a fan of the show. I'm a little disappointed it's targeted towards women. That's lame. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have another video up shortly. Take care. Bye.